social media, but I also love getting a dopamine rush. I'm like a little crack addict. You got any more of those Instagram likes, bro? In fact, I loved it so much, I built millions of followers across Facebook and Instagram over the last 5 or 6 years of my life. Oh, look how many followers I've got. And don't worry, this isn't a video of me going, look how much I've achieved. Because
we don't care.
It's the complete opposite, actually. I don't have millions of followers, not anymore. Not since Mark Zuckerberg went surfing. That was about the exact moment my entrepreneurial career took a downward trajectory. I should explain the timeline of my memeing career, but very briefly, because it's fucking boring. So, since when I was about 15 or 16, I've always wanted to do YouTube. So, I did it. I did YouTube. And, yeah, no one really watched because they're terrible. So I thought, well, if no one's gonna watch my videos, let's figure out some way I can get some traffic to those videos. So I thought, well, you know, how can I do that? And I thought, well, hello.
Hold the phone.
I've got an idea. What I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna set up meme pages on Facebook and Instagram, build those up, build like a nice little community, and then I can force people to watch my videos by sending them to my link. That went pretty well. I set up meme pages. They became like a nice little community, and over the years they did transform into quite a tasty little network. But what comes along with having millions of followers is the opportunity to monetize.
When the meme page money comes in, so much booger, ass, tit, ass. Might buy a Lambo.
There's a few main sources of income for a meme page and how you can monetize your following. Each one could be lucrative but depends on so many factors. Most of these meme pages, including myself, make most of their money for a mixture of these three. However, this one changed Facebook forever. But what you have to remember is social media and Facebook in general was a very different place a few years ago. You could post and do whatever the fuck you wanted to do, basically. Like, literally anything. Cat mutilation videos, spot on, mate. Beheading videos. Give us more of those. Facebook did not care. Post whatever you want to do, guys. Up to you. Feet are up on the sofa. And people were making huge amounts of money monetizing illicit and copyrighted videos. So with literally everyone complaining that they don't want to see penises cut off on Facebook's timeline, Mark Zuckerberg clamped down with huge changes to the platform and its guidelines. This saw an apocalypse of pages getting taken down and banned, with innocent people like myself getting caught in the crossfire. I lost 70% of my network overnight.
Mark! He's wired in. Sorry? He's wired in. Is he? Yes.
They hit me with bans from every single angle, and without this sounding disrespectful, it felt like the scenes of Gallipoli. I was getting shot from every angle. Terms of service, community guidelines.
End the fucking end, bro. Do it. Do it, end me.
So Mark Zuckerberg just doesn't seem to like me, which was on the card, so I just felt, you know what?
But you can't do this to me. You know how much I sacrificed?
But it's okay, I still have some Instagram pages left, and I'm not bitter.
Finish it! Finish it!
But then again, as a social media person, I spent most of my day, that was 12 to 14 hours a day, just screenshotting, posting memes and scheduling memes. So in that, I'm kind of thankful Mark Zuckerberg chucked me in the bin. What has this taught me though? Being as someone who has seen what millions of followers looks like on a virtual screen, I can tell you that it makes absolutely no difference whatsoever. What do I mean by that? Well, for sure, likes, stories, shares, save, comments, and all that jazz. It does have the opportunity to change your circumstances overnight, depending on how talented or untalented you are. And you might even have the opportunity to meet celebrities and influencers. And I use those terms extremely broadly because, well, they're all cunts, basically.
Ooh, you're hard.
Everybody's out for themselves. There's a few safe people, but the majority of it, you can't trust anyone. Tits, tits, Lamborghini, murder investigation, tits, pandemic, all of these things are running through our brain at such a mad speed. Bro, it's literally impossible not to become a little crack addict. It's impossible. Well, I actually manage my social media levels pretty well. I only go on Instagram a couple of times a day, so it's hard not to fucking tapping on the screen like a dumb, because we're dumb monkeys.
If there was as many champs as there were people, you would never be able to get to your car. They would mug you every...
Nobody can see everything, and generally people don't give a fuck about anything for more than 5 minutes, let alone seeing something on Instagram. Because at the end of the day, everything's going to be forgotten anyway. Don't get me wrong, I'm the big fucking hypocrite. I would trade anything for a bit of clout here. You know what I mean? We're in the ends here. Not in the ends, we're in the extremely middle class area. But what I will say is, it's difficult. Not everything you see is real. The thing that always blows my mind about social media is the information. Because on these posts, it's subject to anyone making information up. And that even goes for huge corporations and brands. And then even if they're copying their information from a reliable source, they're subject to copying it wrong.
It's just like wrong.
I get it. It's easily consumable, it's easily shareable.
Well, hang on, you've just...
No, I like it. This is brilliant. But I like this.
In fact, here's a quick list of things you can do to reduce you getting sucked into social media. Number 1, don't listen to anyone, unless it's like The Rock, who's getting up at like 4 o'clock in the morning, eating pancakes, doing creatine, all that good stuff. Listen to him. Number 2, porn is free. If you're gonna constantly tease yourself with bunda and butt cheeks on Instagram all day with the PG stuff, what are you doing? Porn's free. Go on Pornhub and watch some porn. What are you playing at? Following models on Instagram is just it's a trap in general. Number 3, cut both of your thumbs off, because if you don't have your thumbs, you can't scroll efficiently. So there's that little factoid for you there. And most importantly, number 4, none of this is real and it doesn't define where you're going or where you are. It's just this a little cocaine. And it's okay to be a little crack addict once in a while. But at the end of the day, we're all gonna have to try and use social media at some point in our lives, whether that be to leverage relationships or businesses. And the razzmatazz, the fat bums, the fat whips, it's tempting. It really is, don't get me wrong. Just don't get sucked in like I did. It's an awful place to be. You don't wanna be there.
So we don't have the capacity.
So in conclusion, social media bad? Well, yes, but actually no. But actually yes. So, with that information, do with what you will. Thank you very much for watching.